the end of 2008 I believed that there would be a good market for bartering functionality online. So I built a site called tubecoin.com that basically has a barter exchange on there. And the way it works is that you can make certificates, you can issue certificates, just like this one. This would be a certificate for 2.5 guilders in Holland for a long time ago, for anything, and they are certificates of ownership. You issue them, you put them online on your account, other people can see them online and they can offer trades against that for certificates that they have themselves. And that way you can exchange them, and then after you have exchanged them you can go and collect the good or the service that is in that certificate. And basically the certificates can function as money. With barter shares is a domain name I envision to use and get online. It can be anything. It can be a service, 1 hour of cleaning. It can be soap, potatoes, whatever you grow in your garden, or it can be basically a standard product like the washing detergent, or anything that is already in the commercial market can also be turned into a certificate of ownership and then traded on barter shares, basically. And the way it works is that you can, for the normal products that you now see in the store, you just keep the store, but the store owner can issue their certificates, and once you have a certificate you can go to the store and collect the good. And of course, if you make something that can be kept very well in the store, for instance bars of soap or something, or whatever you might make, little boxes of apples, crates of apples, you can bring them to a store, and then they're much easier accessible, and you still create your certificates online and start trading them. And that can be a whole economy. One aspect of it, specialistic aspect that I developed, is the milligram bank idea, which is basically that you do the same thing for precious metals, but of course in order to guarantee that you don't hang on to the precious metals once somebody else has the ownership certificate and traded something with you for that ownership certificate. You need to create a central store of that, a bank, which can be in a private home or wherever you want, whatever you agree to, of course, with your group of people. And then you can trade, once you have, let's say, entered your grams or your ounce of silver or gold, you can trade them in milligrams, and you can only redeem them once you have a sufficient amount to get one of those physical bars, but otherwise there's not really a cost incurred. Small cost, I guess, for the online functionality that I'm providing, but basically that's the way the milligram bank works. And that, if you add that to the barter shares functionality, which can be added to each other, then you can basically make any trade at any time. And the whole system works basically on a name basis. But the milligram bank can be anonymous, but you have to, let's say, get some kind of contract going with the people in the milligram bank, that they trust the bank holder, let's say the metals holder, and they don't disclose their names. I guess that's pretty fair, because you don't want to have an administrative system that makes it traceable, you know, where all the stuff is for the government. So this is kind of, well, it's a private enterprise, it's a private cooperation initiative, and nobody needs to know. Well, the barter shares and the TubeCoin engine and the milligram bank engine are well done. You can get a test account if you send an email to this info@tubecoin.com. Of course, if you want to really use it with a group, then that gives some overhead to me. You can also buy the whole package, which will be a little bit more expensive because I spent a couple of months developing it. But if you're interested, let me know. And I think it's a good thing. Well, I made it because I thought it might be a good thing for the time, but it also allows you to really use your precious metals if you want to. And if you have, let's say, a business community, so communicating people that are in the same business chain, for instance people that use metals to manufacture things, then you can really use the barter share system to make steps over that delivery and resource chain. So you don't need to exchange the money all the time. You can use the materials themselves as payments and as rights of ownership for the final product that you made with the material. Anyway, if you are interested, let me know. I would appreciate it. Of course, I'm always there to give you some information on what this really is about. Thanks for listening.